Get it for a
Hey, good go.
Call the meeting to order. These guys. Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And we pray, O Lord God, we come before you in prayer, acknowledging the blessings of government and administration. You are a God of order and have blessed us with establishment of governing officials to provide civil harmony and concord. Be with us in this meeting and give us strength and wisdom to pursue goals which please you. Grant us the courage to support those things which are right and according to your ordinances, for we ask it in Christ's name. Amen.
Hey. Roll call, please.
Robert Presque.
Here.
Robin Hughes.
Here.
Clifford Tulane.
Here.
Robert Crook.
Here.
Excused, Joe Libby. Approval of the agenda. Is there any additions or deletions to the agenda? If not, is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
I support that motion, Mr. Chairman.
We have motion support to approve the agenda. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Any conflict disclosures? Anybody have a conflict with anything on the agenda? Hearing none, we'll go on to the minutes of the October 9th meeting. Have a chance to read them. I found no errors.
Same here.
I might overlook something too.
Mr. Chairman, I move we accept the minutes of the October 9th meeting.
Support.
There'll be motion and support to accept minutes of the October 9th meeting. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Brings us to the treasurer's report, Val. Good morning.
Everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Okay, so we have the report for September 2025. Taxes collected and spread as of September. Or in September were $1,298,719.42 for a year to date of $2,374,014.74. DNR taxes collected and spread $0. The general fund revenue for September was $1,670,758.41 for a year to date of $2,877,995.02. And expenditures for September were $356,439.91 for a year to date of $1,764,605.42. We have a change in fund equity of $1,113,389.60. The checking account sits at $1,747,617.06. Revenues were normal, regular for this period, as well as expenses. They included wages, insurance, pension, and routine monthly expenses. Treasurer's office, we've been preparing things to post the properties, which have the 2023 taxes still owing. Those are the taxes that'll go into forfeiture on March 1st, 2026. And what that means by posting is that we will have personal visits beginning this Friday with the hopes, that is today, with the hopes of having them all done prior to the beginning of the firearm deer season. So we send out people to personally serve. If no one is at the property, a posting gets put on the property, a picture is taken to prove that we made contact, personal contact. As of Monday, we had 183 parcels to post, and as of today, we're posting 168. So we've had quite a few people pay this week, so that was good. My staff will be doing some of the visits, as well as several of the deputies from the sheriff's department. And this is all done on the employees' time off, because they're paid separately for this. It's not part of their regular jobs. The auditors were on site October 16th and 17th and completed the on-site portion of the audit. everything went smoothly. And I'd like to thank Fabian for all his assistance and the work that he did helping us prepare for the audit. He worked with the clerk's office as well as my office to get the budget amendments done and everything taken care of for the fiscal year end. Some CPA will be compiling the report and hope to be on the agenda for the end of the month meeting in November. So that's something we're gonna have to talk about because that Friday after Thanksgiving, that's when the normal meeting would be, but it's gonna have to be earlier in the week. So we need to get a date to them as soon as possible, so they can finalize their plans. The current tax collections are going well with the townships. As of Monday, we have less than 10% uncollected for the summer countywide. Our delinquent taxes are also going well. We were able to pay off our delinquent tax bond early again this year. We made the final payment at the end of August, and Fabian has discussed with me the possibility of not needing to bond out next year, and that's something that we're gonna work on together. Because that would save us, just in attorney fees, it's a $9,500 fee just for that, and so then if we can manage to have enough cash flow to not borrow, that's what our goal will be. So, anyone have any questions?
The audit one, the only question they had was on road commission. Some of the expenditures carried over from jobs from the year before. That's what we talked with them about.
Okay, well,
They sorted it out.
yeah, because that has nothing to do with anything we could answer, so.
No, she asked me and we got hold of Ann at the road commission. She cleared it up.
Okay.
Any questions? Is there a motion to receive and file the treasurer's report?
Also move it, Carolyn.
Second.
Motion and support to receive and file it. Roll call vote, please.
Robert Crook,
Yes.
Robin Hughes,
Yeah.
Robert Presque,
Yes.
Clifford Tolini.
Yes. Thank you, Ed.
Thank you.
Well. Citizens appearing before the board. Many citizens want to speak to the board address. Where do I start? I guess I start at one side.
Well, the two of us,
We're together.
yeah.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. My name is Karen Spence. I'm here on behalf of Mount City Festival. So we are actually working with Al Stiller and we're planning an air show for 2026. If we can get everything in order by then, if not, it'll be 2027. So we're just here to kind of let you know that we're planning because we'll be using the county property and asking if there's anything that we need to do for special approval for that.
More specifically, the county airport for sure.
When's that gonna occur?
It would be,
Not a
this year would be August 14th to the 16th.
August 14th.
If it would be 2027, then it would be the first weekend in August.
All right, I guess we'll have to address that in future meeting instead of, as long as we got the date. And we give them permission to do that. Use the airport.
So do we need back for a future meeting?
No, we just have to set it on the agenda for a future meeting to approve it,
Thank you.
discuss it. Or we could notify you too if you wanted to come,
Yeah.
notify them. Thank you. Next. Wayne,
Morning. I know, let's starve the children into submission. That should work, right? Very thoughtful. In the nation where we're supposed to be the richest nation that has ever existed on the planet, when millions of people have to go to food banks or rely on food subsidies to put food on their table, something is wrong. And it's not very Christ-like to starve people into submission. Now, I'd like to speak a little bit about the separation of church and state again. The First Amendment and the, King's protests that have been comments in the paper and different things. The forefathers understood many of the people that came here originally were fleeing organized religion to practice their faith in their own way. They didn't want the King of England to tell them how they were supposed to believe and what they were supposed to believe and how they were supposed to practice. And so the separation of church and state written into the First Amendment. And I understand, Mr. Presque, we have a difference of opinion in the town of Greece v. Galloway interpretation. That court case has absolutely nothing to do with what you people are doing here by attempting to establish your Christian religion in your public house. And it's just plain wrong. It's unconstitutional, and it is not in accordance with what the standard understanding of what government is supposed to be about. Those forefathers understood, and they had seen, they weren't too far removed from the bloodshed that religions had caused in the years leading up to the founding of this country and still beyond that point. Everyone is welcome in America to practice their faith as they see fit. It does not belong in the public house. And again, I urge you to leave your Christian faith out there and deal with government in here separate, as was written into the First Amendment of the Constitution. Thank you.
Next, please.
Hi, I'm Jane Crowell. I was here, I don't know, over the last year or so about short-term rentals. Just wondering if you have an update. Kind of hoping.
The only thing I
something
can
will happen,
Tell you right
in
now,
time
is
to let the owners of those short-term rentals come into compliance if in fact you end up with an ordinance. I see Roger City's Planning Commission. That's on their agenda too, so I think there's some synergy right now in
the planning,
moving something, so I'm just curious where we're at.
the county planning commission's not wanting to take it up, so we have a draft ordinance for the county. But it needs to be gone through by legal counsel yet before the board acts on it.
There are several of us that are interested just in moving that forward. I think I can probably speak for most of us if there's something we can do as individuals, because I know your time is limited. and
No,
so
I think
staff.
I think the board knows the problem that you're up against, and that's the reason why we're gonna act on an ordinance.
Yeah,
Because
but
the
they
planning
get
commission is
their
more
permission.
concerned about the people that would be grandfathered in, whereas the ordinance from the county going forth.
And I'm not sure about that grandfathering part. I don't know
Uh,
how that would work. First, I've got to call into Steve Lang to see how they grandfathered or not when they implemented in
Well, they have-
Presque, and I haven't heard
They
that
have
from
an
Steve.
ordinance, they have a township ordinance.
Right, but I don't know how that was implemented in terms of grandfathering. And I haven't heard back from Steve. I left him a message a couple days ago.
We're gonna get an opinion from the legal counsel. on
Yeah. Okay, I just,
on the clause.
so we really don't have an update. on it yet?
Probably, maybe by next meeting, we should be squared away to act on something.
We'll see you then.
Mr. Chairman, a county ordinance, would that affect all 14 townships in the?
No, it won't affect the 3 townships that don't have their own zoning, like
So,
Alice, Craig.
All 14, only
Presque.
3 don't have their small term rental agreements.
I don't know. I haven't looked at Alice's to see if they updated it, but ours, where I live, but I know Presque has them.
I thought Presque had a model ordinance, and I thought maybe that's what you're basing your countywide ordinance
Yeah,
on.
we're going through that and another one and taking the best of both.
I'm encouraged by that. I looked at that. It looked like it was covered all the bases.
Yeah, I believe they had NIMCOG do that for them, pretty sure.
Anyway, Jane, you're right. You've been here many times. It's like, come on, this side off. Here we go.
I can go talk to Lang. Take this minute.
Next,
Volunteer.
Thank you.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Rachel.
I'm still Rachel Goodstein, and I still reside at 126 South First Street in Rogers City, and I own acreage in Rogers Township. And for all of you who are picking up trick or treaters tonight, 126 South First, big bar house. But that's not really what I'm here for. I'm really here about briefly about 3 things. You know, we've been going back and this whole thing about prayer at meetings. Because I looked at the Greece decision, and my real concern with it, because I agree sort of with Wayne about prayer at meetings. And in Greece, what it was is they invited ministers from the churches in the area.
And the preponderant numbers of churches in our area would be Christian churches or unaffiliated, or, you know, and I get that, but it isn't an elected official who does the prayer in anyone's name, and I think that's what Greasy's about. It said you could have prayer, but it was, inviting ministers, people from churches, not the actual elected officials, because that's what really makes it seem like it's the government. So in line with that though, since we're having, and I'm not a thing, I'm Jewish, which makes me a religious minority in this county by a long shot. I pulled out my father's prayer book, issued to him when he was in World War II. So, prayer book abridged for Jews in the armed forces in the United States. And then there's the prayer in the country. It seems. I'm gonna take it home and read it. God of our fathers, who give us salvation unto nations and strengths unto governments. Bless thou and safeguard our country, the United States of America, and the people who dwell therein. May brotherly love ever be found among all the citizens of our land. Do thou implant in the hearts of all the peoples a steadfast purpose to work as one for the safeguarding of freedom, justice, and peace. Grant to all constituted officers of our government such wisdom and understanding that they may lead our nation in justice and righteousness. Seems pretty general and that. So my concern is that we also follow the law. I'm not a person interested in really going up and enforcing it, but perhaps it might also be good outreach to invite ministers to give the invocation and then take it out of the realm of it being an elected official citing what religion we have here. But the other two reasons I'm here, briefly, one is the millage. Next Tuesday's election day, since there's only one thing on it. Something I was surprised to find out because I don't have children here, is that we don't fund vocational education in Presque County. And this is also Sheboygan and Otsego. I used to have a perfect voting record from the time I registered to vote when I was, actually got dropped in between. But anyway, until I missed a millage vote in Presque County because I didn't realize that. But it's a millage vote. This one is to put funding to pay for vocational, and vocational is much more broadly English, woodshop and electrical, although it's that. It can include things like beauty school, tourist stuff. To put that, make it part of a priority, because people talk about there aren't jobs, et cetera, et cetera. Kids can't get work. This will help make that happen. And I urge you their website for this, and they sent these out to every registered voter in the area. It's CTE or COP, which is Sheboygan, Otsego, Presque.org. My final thing, which relates to the election, is again, because I'm the chair of a party, all of your chair of the Republican Party, supposed to receive from all the townships, their clerks, the list of who the election workers are. And I understand, I'm not sure if that's monitored also at the clerk level and all of that, but I only received one this time around from Rogers Township, so thank you for the township. But that I'm assuming someone at any level received them. That I didn't get them, I get, I'm not that good at going and saying to people, send me the list. But
I think the townships
because, if it's an election, we all want it to run smoothly, even if it's only, a few things on it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
My name is Debbie Artrup, and I'm a resident of Presque County, and I live in the city of Onaway. I am here because of the religious standing that I think that there should be a separation of church and state. And the fact that this body embraces this, and I didn't realize you guys do that at all your meetings. And it was just recently brought to my attention. I too am in a minority in your community. I'm a Buddhist. So I feel that if you are going to say Christian prayers, I feel that all religions that are in your community, in our county, should be represented. So having said that, I am prepared to say my Buddhist prayer for you and for the community to let you know that you are not the only ones in this community. Christians are predominant, but you're not the only ones. And there's so many beautiful other religions that you're just not speaking for. Well, excuse me for shaking, but I would like to say one of my Buddhist prayers, so you understand that there are other beautiful religions out there instead of just one. And to assist me in that, when we say our Buddhist prayer in temple, we use music. So I did bring music with me.
Oh. So, you got 2 minutes to recite your prayer. You got 2 minutes left to speak.
Okay. I will recite it.
Thank you.
Oh, blessed one, Shakyamuni Buddha, precious treasure of compassion, bestower of supreme inner peace. You who love all things without exception, are the source of happiness and goodness, and you guide us through the liberating path. Your body is a wish-fulfilling tool. Your speech is supreme goodness, and your mind is refuge for all living souls. With folded hands I turn to you, supreme, enchanted friend. I request from the depths of my heart, please give me the light of your wisdom, that I may in turn nourish all things with an unceasing banquet of delight. Through your compassionate intentions, your blessings and virtuous tears, and your strong wish to rely upon you, may all suffering quickly cease, and all happiness and joy be fulfilled, and may all holy Dharma flourish forevermore.
Hi.
Thank you. I would like to say you're an extremely rude person. While I was
Thank
saying a prayer, sir, you chose to look at your phone.
Time is
I
up.
think my intentions were made.
And anyone else? Okay, we'll move on to unfinished business. HVAC and roof bid. Yeah,
We have a bid for the rooftop units from More Mechanical. And that is $96,445 is the quote,
just for the.
just for the mechanicals of, yeah,
All the
the
mechanics.
HVAC itself, gas pipe, all that. Not electricity. Electricity will be,
Extra.
it'd be an extra, and roofing is also an extra. And they don't know, once they tear the rubber off, what the condition of the lumber will be underneath, so they didn't want to lock in on a bid.
This will be started next spring then.
They're looking at target of May,
May.
May 15th to June 15th, right in there. That's their window. Once the frost loads come off the roads and they're gonna purchase upon approval, the equipment more will and have it in their warehouse, their shop waiting in April. So so when that window of weather opens, they can get on over here and
So they don't need any money down on it. You just need a commitment to
just need our approval
approval.
to advance with the job.
$96,445 cover the whole HVAC system.
The HVAC.
Minus the roof.
And then the roofing and electrical will do not to exceed 50. So
All right. Well, that could be set, that'll separate.
I'm sure it'll be less than that, but
So this motion is for. If we want to enter into HVAC system for $96,445.
to replace the old equipment.
This is the only bid we've had.
We've had other bids and they were a lot more.
1.6 million.
Yeah,
It's the only doable.
yeah, this is the only reasonable.
So Bob, you're suggesting we go with this bid.
Yes, they are a commercial mechanical outfit and this is a commercial building.
You were HAV.
I was commercial.
I suggest
mechanical.
you make the motion. I'll support.
I'd like to make the motion that we approve the HVAC project for the annex building.
I support that.
Great discussion. These are the guys that did this 4 or 5 years ago too,
Many years.
many years ago, 10 years ago.
Promise them they don't have to come back again.
Does anybody have any discussion? Discussion? No? No questions on them? Roll call vote, please.
Clifford Talini,
Yes.
Robin Hughes,
Yes.
Robert Britsky.
Yes.
Robert Crook.
Yes,
Carried. You have something for the roof too? The roof repair tool from Doyle?
I don't have anything written down, but
No.
I was with him Tuesday when he looked at the job. And,
Should we just wait till spring till he does it?
well, they've got to coordinate with each other, obviously.
My question is, do you need a motion
All with, for the,
to retain them to do the roof Doyle?
I believe
Or
so.
will he be too busy?
No,
Spring.
he's, looking, if we approve this, to set that time aside for us. In that window, that 1 month window.
So do we want to lock him down, is what I'm saying,
Yes,
with a motion?
I would like to
not
make a
to
motion
exceed a certain
that
amount.
not to exceed $50,000 for the roofing repairs to go along with the
Electrical too.
the electrical will, I think, can be included in that cost. It's gonna be, electrical is gonna be minimal. It's the least of, the project.
And then when spring comes, he'll give us a price, a bid,
No, he's gonna do time and material,
time and materials.
so it's not to exceed.
All right,
I support that motion.
we have a motion and support to retain Doyle Roofing to repair the roof structure HVAC sits on. Not to exceed $50,000,
Electrical included.
electrical included.
All right, Robert Britsky,
Yes.
Robert Crook,
Yes,
Robin Hughes,
Yes.
Clifford Talini.
Yes. That's fine, yeah, that's way.
yay.
Okay, next up is District 4 health allocations. You want to speak to
You,
that,
Bob?
Mr. Redsky?
They are asking for what percent? 10%? For all of the for the 4 counties involved in the District 4?
They are asking for 10%, but they're coming back, she said each entity's coming back with a different figure, and it's between 5 and 7%.
So, Mr. Chairman, probably be prudent if we waited to see what the final amount is before we commit as a county toward this appropriation.
Well. Before the next meeting.
we went 10% now, and they end up at 5.7, then we gotta come back and
Right.
redo it.
I believe Mount Prency did. What they did 5%, didn't they?
I think so, but there's figuring between 5 and 10, somewhere in between, and right now.
I
it's
think
up
probably
in the air.
what needs to happen at the District 4 board meeting is come up with a figure solid for everybody, so there isn't a big variance.
I think probably we should wait.
And
see.
then go back to the boards and
Yeah.
say, hey, it's 7% or nothing.
I agree.
So we'll report on that when we go to the District 4 Health Board meeting. Target agreement. Mike Nolan.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I'm Mike Muller, Economic Development Director, Target Alpena. I was intending on just addressing you during public comment today. It wasn't until I got here and grabbed the agenda to actually see we were on the agenda, so I asked the chairman if he had any interest in waiting. So I didn't, unlike previous meetings, I didn't intend on setting up here for 15 minutes. And just talking about a lot of different things. What I will say is, one, I appreciate the extension. I know it's taken a while to get to the point here, and so I do appreciate that. One of the things that seems to me that we need to own, we being Target, is that we've got to make sure that you all have a better understanding of what we do. So when I found out the extension was granted, I sat down with our group. But I got Tammy Klein here along with Tim and Lori. Lori just moved to Presque County from Eden, Minnesota, and Tim Rogalski services this area under the Small Business Development Hub grant we've got here. Laney's not here today, he's our housing guy, but I think what we all agreed to do as a group was that we're gonna come to these meetings routinely. Outside of our semi-annual required report to the board, we're just gonna come here, we're gonna take turns and just give updates on what we're working on, so that you're all aware between meetings and between our 6-month updates about the things that we're focused on. Successes, efforts that are being spent, okay, so we'll do that. We'll own the communication piece of it so that you better understand what we do and when we're doing it. So I don't know if everybody, Chairman, has a copy of the agreement or not. I did send one to Chairman. Okay, so you all do have one. So the only thing that changed in there was 2 things changed. We reduced the amount and we changed the date. Typically, we ran from July 1 through June 30. We pushed it back a quarter because we had this lapse for 3 months. I didn't think it was fair, honestly, to the county for us to start it in July, but we're already 3 months into the year. So I pushed the date off, so you get 12 months of our undivided attention. So those are the only 2 changes. The scope of the services did not change at all. Everything that was there in the past is still there.
So we already voted on it, so we just gotta execute side.
Executed. I guess I'll just maybe ask if there's any questions you have of me. I'd be glad to answer them, or if you have a question on the small business side, I'd be glad to let Tammy answer them for you.
Or do you have any questions for Mike?
Thank you. I mean, there's some good things happening here. We don't want to lose momentum, so I'm appreciative of the fact that you're willing to do this. I know there's financial challenges the county's facing, and we have looked at everything that you spend money on, and we're no different. So anyway, I appreciate your time and attention. And you want me to stick around for a signature? You want to just email it to me, or I'll just handle it. I've got the original with me.
I can send it to you. You got the
I
original?
had the original with me. Yeah, the one I.
You want the
scanned.
original
I'll
signed
leave
then?
that with you then, and you can just scan it. and send it
Yeah.
back to me.
Yeah, we can do that.
Anything
After-
else for
after the
for
meeting.
last time we scanned?
Mike, are you working on any projects in Presque County at this time?
So what do you mean by projects? I mean, we are focused on housing right now. Target Alpena, which I didn't intend on getting into the weeds here, but Target Alpena did form a housing entity. Our that gonna serve the broader region. Our first focus is gonna be Alpena and Presque County. I know right now that our person responsible for that element is working with Kelly Stockwell. They've got a couple lots in Onaway that the city owns that we can put houses on. So we're working through that process right now, but our goal is, because we can't get developers to come here and build homes, is to do it ourselves. And so we created a nonprofit housing development company to do that very work and to educate. We did put, the schools here, I put Mr. Hine in touch with our person. I understand the school's got property right across the road. And they may be willing to sell. Tracts like that are more attractive, particularly when they're close to utilities. Infrastructure is already there. And so we've started that kind of conversation too. Yeah, we've got a small business hub grant that I mentioned. We've got the new round of grant funding that's coming out starting, I think, in next week. Small business grants will be available to the businesses in this county that will continue to promote and advertise. So people are aware that they can come to us and we can actually, if their project meets the criteria, be funded to help them. We've got a business in this community that's looking to sell. We're looking to, I guess the ownership's looking to change, looking for a change. We don't want to see businesses like that close their doors and lay 3 people off and take the service out of the community. Our goal with our small business hub grant is to figure out how to transition into a new owner, right? A lot of small businesses don't have an exit strategy. So we've got this tool in place to help with the exit strategy, to help retain, in this particular case, a Main Street business here. So there's a lot of things that we're doing there. You know, some, they're not all sexy. Obviously, these small little things like that don't necessarily move the needle. They're so important at the end of the day. I know Cal State's got needs out there. I know Stoneport has expressed needs, although that it seems that the priority within Wholesome has maybe changed right now. But we'll, of course, we'll be there to answer that call. I've shared with emails yesterday with the chairman about my outreach to them to support them because they're contemplating, last time I met with you, spending some money here in this county. And even if Target was not, involved in a relationship with the county, we were not going to abandon that project. It's too important. There's too many people employed there. Too many subs could be hired to do a $30 million project out there. So we wanted to make sure that those dollars, if there's an opportunity to get spent here, are spent here. And so we were committed to that one way or the other. So
while you're here, can you explain to the board how Wholesome broke it off with you?
well, I said they broke it off with me, but
Not broke it off, but you know what I'm saying, decided to go in
What
a
happened?
different direction.
yeah, so I don't really know. I reached back out to them, I think August 29th and said, hey, we haven't chatted in a little while, we Target or the EDC in Presque County are willing to assist. So we get together and talk about next steps. What are your needs? I want to understand the mechanics of the better. And my person who works for Amrise, lives in Lansing, indicated to me that maybe their priorities changed a little bit. He thinks that maybe they're gonna shift, those capital assets maybe to another. He didn't say that, but he just said basically our priorities have shifted a little bit. Don't know that we're gonna have a need right now at this point. And I just said, obviously, we're ready to assist. If you are, please reach out to me and I'll reach back out to him again, just to touch base.
So it's not that they killed it or anything,
No.
they just changing their priorities.
They changed owners. Right now it's Amrise, or not owners, now it's Amrise. So, I don't know how all that played into. If that played into the decisioning at all, I don't really know that, but I will continue to maintain contact with them. And we know there's a benefit potentially to this county if that money got spent. And so again, in my role, I just don't want to see us lose an opportunity to maybe
Right.
help. Cliff and I, it's really novel, Cliff had a novel idea about how you maybe could use some of the proceeds from a project like that to maybe benefit the county, maybe the Grand Lake area, since the product is out there, like Esau. So anyway, we always want to keep those options on the table, and so
Alright.
it's my job to run them down and bring them to you when it needs adjudication by a board or a commission, so.
Can I get his contact information from you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so I want to talk to you about some things, but we can do that later.
That's fine, absolutely. Okay, anything else you want me to address?
No, you answered the question right there.
Yeah,
It's just
there's
that-
some misinformation out there.
Well, they back-
Out there, but
It's one thing to back burner and one thing that, if they're moving in a different direction, if the grant money's there, they'll probably come back for it, because they need a dock, a new loading dock, so.
yeah, I don't know what the end of my life is planning out there. I used to work out there for a while. I was there as a controller for 3 years. And we did some things while I was there to help extend the life of that mine. To provide more, sustainable mining operations there. And I don't really recall when it was supposed to end, 2040s, 2050s. I don't really have that information anymore, but we did do some things back when I was there in the late 90s to help extend the life of that facility that were undertaken. And so, again, I don't know what the timing looks like for that, but I will continue to reach out if there's information you'd like for me to be aware of, please do.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you all. Appreciate all you do.
Execute that original.
Yeah.
Here's the original right here.
You taking off right now?
I can see if you like.
Okay, sign it.
Sign it, give it to you,
Okay, that's fine. Yes, yeah, for the,
back page.
no, that's the scope. It's like third or fourth page maybe.
I seen the EDC already signed that,
Yeah, she did. There you go.
so you don't have to stand around. What's today?
Yeah, 31st.
31st, baby. Woo.
Yeah, Halloween.
There you go.
Thank you so much
Send me
for
a
your-
copy of it.
I will, yes, sir. I'll take care of it. Thank you.
All right. New business,
Oh, sorry, thank you so much.
well. New business, the apportionment report.
I'd like to present 2025, fiscal year apportionment report. The report includes the 2025 certified taxable values, millage rates, and estimated taxes for each jurisdiction in the county. Page 1 of the report has the county, township, and state education amounts. Page 2 has the library, fire, and ambulance. Page 3 has all the schools. Page 4 has the college and intermediate schools. Page 5 has the total villages for each township, the school district, homestead, and non-homestead. And page 6 has any special assessments, and page 7 has the county millage rate and taxable values. The taxable value for the county is $1,020,388,000, up approximately 14% from last year. The estimated tax dollars is $5,774,000, up approximately 13%. And $25,000 will go to the veterans. There was a heavy rollback of 0.9910, which brings our millage rate down a bit. There's also some for schools and some of the towns. This is the last year for the recycling millage, so it'll have to be on the ballot next year if we want that to continue. And there are 2 villages for Roger City Schools and 1 for the COP Intermediate School on the ballot in November. And if they pass, it'll be on next year's, not this year's tax bill. And the county villages, the recycling has a millage rate of 0.1971, which brings in about 201,000. The seniors has a millage rate of 0.7364, which brings in about 751,000. Senior transportation has a millage rate of 0.2477, which brings in about 252,000. And resource officer has a millage rate of 0.3270, which brings in about 333,000. Is there any questions?
Is the seniors millage up next year too?
No, that's, I think, 2027.
2027, so next year it's just the cycling.
Yeah.
Alright. Anybody have questions for you?
No.
That's the one I had,
Yeah.
not to miss that date. To get it on the ballot,
Yes, the recycling's got to go down
yeah,
next year. Okay,
great, thanks. Is
thank you. Thank you.
there a motion to receive and file the apportionment report?
I'd like to make a motion to receive and file. That's presented from
Second.
the equalization department.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed. Motion carried. Credit card provider, point and pay.
I'm here today to go over the credit card servicer. We currently are using G2G for the offices that accept credit cards. We've been with this company since fall of 2016, and they've shared fees with us because they have a different approach to credit card usage. They share fees with us, and over these years, we've been able to get over $24,000. However, they're gonna be discontinuing the cost share as of January 1st, 2026. They're going to a whole new system. They're gonna be cloud-based. We would have to get all new equipment. And it would be quite an out-of-pocket cost to stay with G2G if we decided to stay with G2G. They've served us well for the last 10 years, but I think it's time that we looked into other companies. What I've landed on is Point and Pay. Point and Pay, from their brochure, they're often chosen for their government-focused payment solutions, flexible integrations, and strong compliance support, making it especially appealing to municipalities, counties, and public agencies. After looking into the other credit card providers, I decided to go with Point and Pay, because it is tailored to the public sector. It specializes in government entities, courts, utilities, and tax offices, and it offers tools that align with statutory requirements and administrative workflow. Their platform supports multiple departments and can handle payments for various services like property taxes, permits, and fines. It is integrated with the BSNA software, which will allow our building department to accept credit cards and allow them to set up an online option, because they've been wanting that since our new Rob took over. He's been wanting to do that, and you really do need software. You really do need a credit card provider that integrates with the software, and this will do it. It also will allow us down the road to have an online presence for our tax payments. Right now, we're still under contract with Beacon for our online delinquent tax system. It really hasn't served us well as far as the delinquent side. I know that the mapping part is good, but we're gonna have to look into going back to BSNA online, or they still cannot provide us with proper day-to-day payoffs. Point and Pay will also work well with the airport, because they will allow for a handheld device, a tablet, either iPad or Android, as long as they have the internet. So the Al will be happy with that, because he will be able to accept credit cards. It will also allow departments who still want to just accept credit cards over the phone, because some of the other companies, they don't even allow that. They don't allow phone calls to be made by the taxpayer or the any customer, and just do a simple over the phone payment. But Point and Pay will allow for from the very simplest form to the integrated system with building department. The setup fee is either by department $500 or a maximum of $2,000 for the county. So $2,000 is really minimal, considering it will include the swipe card readers at no cost. There's no monthly fees, no annual fees. If any department requires a chip reader, and it really isn't required for any reason, but if it's their preference, those would be $200 per chip reader. This would require a 3-year contract, and the service fee for the card user would be 2.8%. with a $2 minimum. It also allows the customers to pay with an e-check if they so choose, because we get a lot of phone calls. People don't want to pay the fee, because currently G2G is charging 3.5%. And when someone's paying their taxes, sometimes their taxes are well over $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, and it's a rather large fee. And they don't take e-check, but Point and Pay does, and they will take an e-check up to $10,000 for a fee of $1.50. So that takes off our risk of having a check bounce, because it automatically comes from their bank account. So I think that's a really good benefit of going with them as well. They are PCI level 1 compliant, which ensures the secure handling of credit card data, and has audit friendly reporting in real time, and has US based customer service. So I do have a copy of their e-payment service agreement. If you want me to give it to Jeremiah, we're about to look it over.
This is just for receiving payment.
Yes, this is just for receiving payment, and I have a sample motion, if you would agree to give me the permission to
Switch.
to switch. enter into this so we can get this up and running, because G2G is gonna have a drop dead date of December 31st. So, regardless, we are not sticking with G2G. We'd have to get all new equipment and we would have to pay for all of the equipment. And there would be over 25 card readers we'd have to buy, and those were anywhere from like $300 to $500, depending on.
You mentioned mapping, the equalization, what's that have to do with?
Well, we have this online service through Beacon, which has mapping, and it's supposed to have our delinquent tax payoffs on it so that people can go online, see what they owe. And it has not calculated proper since day one. So,
And it works good for my office.
Yes.
because There's sales information on it and stuff, but for your office, which is delinquent, it doesn't work.
For
Right.
payment, the figures are never right,
right. Mhm. And so,
so you need to move, we need to get something. Anyways, this is only one you reached out to though, right?
well, I mean,
There's
Look,
probably not
I
that
did
many,
reach out to a couple other, but this was the one that,
that's.
After you
Yeah.
researched it, it looked the
Mhm.
best.
yeah, it has the lowest out-of-pocket cost for us. After the initial $2,000, there'll be no cost to us. For, and it's a 3-year commitment, so.
I wonder why we were in the G to G so long.
Well, because they were cost sharing with us.
Oh.
Like I said,
Cost
we've
sharing.
gotten over $24,000 from them,
Exactly.
but the cost share is ending this year. So,
Yeah,
I mean, we're gonna get one more check from them, which will be over $1,000, and then that will be it for that. So, it just seemed like this was the best time to.
Mr. Chairman, I appreciate the good report Val gave. It seems like we're under a time constraint. And so given that, I'm going to move that we approve resolution number 2025-XX, which authorize point and pay as credit card payment processor for our county departments.
support. This has to be done by resolution, not by simple motion.
Oh, I mean, I don't know for sure, I guess. Or
Well,
it
you've
could
got
just
it
be a
typed
motion.
up already.
Right. Um. That.
Roll call, we have to.
Well, you're gonna have to on this resolution. We got a motion to adopt this resolution to go to point and pay from G to G support. Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Robin Hughes,
Yes.
Clifford Tillani,
Yes,
Robert Britsky.
Yes.
Robert Crook.
Yes,
I think we could have done it with a simple motion, but that's fine. I declare the resolution passed. Next up, the sheriff's office, SRO. That's you. Ford truck.
Yeah, what he took is, you guys approved it back in June to buy the SRO truck out of the SRO fund. What happens is in the motion, in the minutes, it didn't get in where the treasurer department has to take the money out of that SRO account. She needs that to be able to give me the check. It's gotta be on record where that money comes out. So I just need that redone.
So you need a motion to move money out of the SR, out of the general fund into the SRO fund?
No, there's, well, obviously that'll explain better to me because I don't do the numbers, but the SRO fund had money in it that they were able to locate that we could buy this truck for the SR resource officers.
$50,000
It
or
was
so.
55, and it was like 54,000, it was on your minutes, I don't know, I got the exact name in front of me. You did it in June, you approved it, and to buy it, truck is here. I just can't get the check, because Val can't give it to me legally, because it wasn't in the minutes where she used to take the money out.
So you just need direction.
So that's what I need, right, Val, am I close on that? Am I pretty good, Val?
Yeah, under what budget to take it from, because it's not coming out of the.
General fund, and they come out of the budget, come out of the SRO fund, there was some extra
Just
money
need
in
a
that
motion,
SRO fund.
take one, the 55, what's the total?
I
Exactly.
think it's 5 even, it was 54,673 or something when it came up with, but. If it makes it easier for everybody, make it 55, because the truck I got the cost right here is,
Just say, oh,
yeah, up to 55,000. The truck is 40, I got it right here, the extra was to outfit it, so
Yeah.
we put it all in one lump sum.
Yeah, it was
So if you want to
11,
make it like Val said.
It was like
up to
11,000.
55 out of the SRO fund, for the sheriff to buy the truck, that suffice that.
It was like 11,000, I think, to
Yeah, we-
outfit it.
Yeah, we knocked it down a little. I trimmed it up a little, but
Motion.
Like to make a motion to move the,
No. Just to pay for it.
to pay for it out of the SRO fund.
Second.
No dollar amount, up to 55,000.
Yes.
That in your motion?
Up to 55,000.
Any discussion? You got a support?
Yeah.
All Robin.
Second.
Is there any discussion? No. More further discussion? Roll call vote then.
Robin Hughes.
Yes.
Robert Crook.
Yes.
Robert Britsky.
Yes.
Clifford Talini.
Yes. Yeah, you got something else.
there was an add-on to this one too, and I appreciated, Mr. Cherry letting us do this. So, our one truck was destroyed earlier this year by fire. We caught on fire and insurance, totaled it out and gave us a check that went back in the general fund. It was around $11,000 for that vehicle. I'm asking that money that went in the general fund from that insurance claim, we can transfer into our account, which Gary has it now from my clerk Renee. We had two of our vehicles last 2 weeks get major repairs that are needed. I'd like to use that money from that insurance check from the truck to pay for the repairs on Sergeant Whitford's K-9 vehicle. The bill was over $4,000. It broke, and then on my detective's car, he was out on a search warrant last week, hit a bad hole, and the front end fell off. So that's back in the shop, and that's about $3,500 to fix that. So I need that money that was from the insurance check that went in general fund, be transferred in that account that Jerry has. He's got the exact numbers, so we can pay for the repairs from that insurance check. So don't come out of general fund or nothing. We already got paid for the truck, that K-9 truck that burned up.
Was that insurance check deposited in the
General.
general fund, not in the vehicle fund?
So
The
it
vehicle
sounds like.
fund for the sheriff's department.
No.
All right. Well, we need a motion to transfer that $11,000 in insurance money.
I'd like to make a motion to transfer the $11,000 of insurance money from general fund to vehicle fund
Yes.
for sheriff's department.
I support that motion.
We got a motion and support. Any more discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Clifford Talini.
Yes.
Robert Britsky.
Yes.
Robin Hughes.
Yes.
Robert Crook.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
Gary, you're welcome. Straits area ride.
Straits area ride. We
What's going on with that?
just had our meeting this month, quarterly. And we made our payment to them last week, right, Jerry?
They're on the agenda.
Yes.
It's that, recorded.
Well, so what I'd like to just state is our county's use. So we had August, okay, July of 25, we had 0 riders. August, we had 1. In September, we had 193 rides, so a total of 194 rides for our cost. And that was,
What's our?
well, we pay 3,500, 3,200, 3,900, a total of 10,761 was our total for.
So our payments due and they're on the agenda because they need a motion. to pay 'em? Are we behind on them or something?
No, I think, no, well, in the past,
I just don't understand why they're.
COVID was covering it. So now we have to go
Yeah,
back to our payment. No,
That was when I was.
no, I'm just, no, you paid it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just reporting on the last meeting and what our usage is and how much it costs.
Didn't have to be on the agenda. We could have done it down here in the
Yeah,
committee reports, but
right.
we're done anyways.
Anyway. No motion or anything.
No action.
No action.
Emergency managers position. Tim Pritchard.
Kim Pritchard. We have interviewed personnel and we'd like to recommend.
He's here right now.
Yes, we'd like to recommend that we take him on as our new emergency services director.
I would appreciate that.
I'll bet.
Although I do need to finish up with Kelly though, on while he takes over,
Mhm.
on
From Monterey.
the generators. I just need to get the
Finish
last
up those
few
details,
tax ID numbers from the last few businesses. So we can get reimbursed for the generator money.
So we need a motion to hire.
Your recommendation is to hire.
It is? Joe,
I don't make that motion. Hire Tim Pritchard as the new EM manager. But what do you have for salary?
um,
I mean, is it an hourly? You guys went that 2 person.
that was, we were going to extend the same as what our previous director had. And I'm not sure on the exact,
She was given a raise though last year.
yes. But I think he should be given the same
Same one.
gratitude. And then, but will we have to write a contract?
No, he just has to be under 20. It has to be a part-time job.
It's a part-time job and we will, but as far as like a trial period, do we have, like, do we want to set up a time limit to make sure he meets expectations? We have, is that in
You can always remove him if it isn't working.
okay, okay, just want to know
It's just a play.
where we're at.
Will.
Okay.
He's not in the room.
So he would be the salary of the past.
I believe she was getting 38,000.
I think so. I know it's in the clerk's office somewhere.
Do you know what she makes?
I'm not offhand.
And when you say part-time, is it
It's 30 hours.
30 hours is not part-time, 30 hours a year?
Has be under.
Yeah.
Well,
I was gonna say,
But he wants, I believe, to carry insurance for himself, so whatever.
Well, then that's 30 hours, that's full-time.
Okay, then it's full-time employment.
30 hours is full time.
My apologies.
I got the motion. Really stated it. $40,768. For 30 hours a week. I got a motion to hire him. $40,000.
That's
He's only taking insurance on himself, not his family.
correct.
Correct.
Any discussion?
Is that written into the contract, the fact that he's insuring himself?
No, he's getting insurance on himself through the county, correct?
Yes.
So we're insuring him. It's a 30-hour position. They consider it full-time,
So he can have.
so
the
he can get insurance, but 30 hours really isn't full-time. I don't care what the contract says, he's not in there.
It's what the policy manual says too, personnel manual.
I haven't read it. Policy.
So, Mr. Chairman, we have a motion on the floor.
We
Has it
do?
been supported?
Yeah,
Supported.
Robin supported it.
Okay.
You roll call?
Any other questions? Discussion? Roll call vote then.
Robert Britsky.
Yes.
Robert Crook.
Yes.
Robin Hughes.
Yes.
Clifford Tillani.
Yes. There you go. I turn the keys over to you and get in the office and get right at it.
Need a lift?
I'll get with Robert and.
The only thing I want to do is finish up the EM grant because it's already in the portal with them. And then you turn it all over to you.
Thank you.
That would relieve me. You guys got by cheap. He's doing it for nothing. Appointment to fill Northern Michigan Mental Health Board would be vacated by Gary Nowak. Do you guys have the resume from the lady? Lauren
Yeah, put it in there.
Tompkins.
Yep.
Did you get it on a copy of it?
Yep, it's
She's willing to step up and fill the vacancy. She's more than qualified. She has a PhD in psychology. But she wants to give back to the community. Where's no copy? You don't have a copy?
it's just a one pager.
You got it?
Yeah, it should be right under Pritchard's resume.
Hold on a second.
Laura Tompkins, PhD. Doctorate in clinical psychology.
Pictures right there, yeah.
Here you go, right here. I don't think she'll do a good job. I talked with her on the phone. We still need to find one more person though, because Lester Booza wants to get off there. He's been on it for an awful long time.
Mr. Chairman, looking for a motion to appoint Laura Tompkins.
Probably looking for a nomination.
How we do for nominate her?
Nominate her to that position.
I move to nominate her to fill this position.
Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations? I close nominations and cast a unanimous vote, appointing her to Northern Michigan Health, Mental Health. Got her phone number, fired.
Yeah,
I gave it to you.
I'll have it, yeah,
I got it. Phone.
yeah.
Veterans counselor, however, we found someone to take over for Glenn. As you know, he's gone. John Hoskins from Millersburg. You guys got that in front of you?
I don't think so, but
It's not.
I spoke with him and he's interested
I
in
talked to him.
taking it over, sort of.
He's a former paralegal. Got a clean record. He's a war veteran. VA familiar, and he's willing to do work the part-time job. I was John Hoskins. I was approached out here several times by veterans howling about there's no one to drive them in the van to their VA meetings. So I told him I was doing the best I can to find somebody, but Glenn passed his name along.
Is that a nomination or
No, he's
Motion.
here.
what's the motion?
He's an employee. You talked with
Yeah, I
him,
did.
vetted him.
Yep,
Personnel's vetted him.
I approve.
Is there a motion to hire John Hoskins, VA counselor?
I motion that we hire John Hoskins as PE counselor.
I second that.
Got a motion and support.
Yep.
To hire him at the previous wage that we were paying Glenn.
Yes,
Roll call vote.
Robert Crook,
yes.
Clifford Talini.
Yes.
Robin Hughes.
Yes.
Robert Britsky.
Yes.
Carried. Okay. Office of Public Guardian. Judge here.
Mhm.
Jennifer Warwick from the Big Board, the governor's here with me. We spoke with the finance committee here and we're just bringing, this to the full board regarding discontinuing the employee position, county employee position of public guardian. After talking with the finance committee, I kind of did a little bit of research on it, that it was paid. There has been a public guardian for many years. It was contracted position as of 2027 when the county took on paying a portion of that salary for the public guardian. In 2028, the county took a full-time position and gave benefits, and from that point on, we've been paying one public guardian assistant position, plus we've had multiple assistants that have come and gone. Throughout those years, we've gone through core public guardians, special fiduciary because of an investment issue, and the most recent issue is when our public guardian has resigned. She gave us 2 weeks notice. We had 42 wards. 1 week, actually, I took a vacation, so with 1 week of hands-on kind of created a little bit of emergency for our office, and so we looked into it further and what would benefit better the county and our office and the work of the community. We have a list of up to 8 local guardians. 2 of them are guardian agency services. Assisting services actually took our 42 wards, or the majority of the 42 wards initially when the emergency arose. And it gave us some time to split those wards up between 4 right now. So what we're asking is like for full permission just to discontinue the position, but keep a fund, for indigent wards that are unable to pay guardian fees. We're asking for it to be at least $25,000 in that. It's still a cost savings to the county of over $47,000 by eliminating the position.
Are you gonna use the same people you're using right now?
So what we're gonna offer is when somebody comes in and they don't have a person, wanting to be guardian, we'll give them a list of the guardians that are available in the community. And the petitioner will choose who they believe is the best individual, and, so
So
it's not gonna be a county liability, it's not on the county.
it's just a contract.
And we're not even going to contract with them, what we'll do is. we'll,
Point them in the right direction.
They'll come right from the wards themselves, the money, and if the wards are unable to pay, like, we do have a small population of indigent wards where they just don't have funds. We don't wanna leave them stranded or without. We'd ask the county just to have a secure fund, so the judge can review that, see if the need exists, and then approve the statutory amount of $83 per month for that guardian. And we can reassess it if, next year to see how much is actually being used for that, and maybe less.
So you're just looking to do, for the board to do away with the position. and
Yeah,
go to-
continue the employee paid position of Office of Public Guardian, and then secure that funding of at least $35,000 for the year until we can reassess that.
That's not a union job, right?
It was, oh no, it was not a union job.
Is there a motion to move in that direction and discontinue the public?
I'd like to
guardian?
make a motion to discontinue the public guardian position
And move the.
and move the funds
Move the funds to a account.
to what
Where do you
account?
move the funds
To the proper account.
It could be a public guardian indigent.
Yeah.
Indigent,
It's
indigent. Account.
Indigent account.
People that don't have money and they can't pay.
That work? That's a
You
motion.
have support?
I support that motion.
Is there any more discussion? $47,000 savings to the, as long as the service don't fall off. But I mean, you could always, if it didn't work out for you, you could always go back. Roll call vote, please.
Robert Crook.
Yes.
Clifford Tolini.
Yes.
Robin Hughes.
Yeah.
Robert Britz.
Yes.
Carried.
Thank you.
Is there any other new business? You're welcome.
Thought you were gonna work hospitals.
I'm going to change right now. Everybody.
You guys,
Yes.
just-
Come up, we got candy.
you suckered me.
That's it for new business then. Committee reports. We had no fun, that's what I was saying. Public health and safety.
I will report from the public health and safety. Robin and I met with Sheriff last Tuesday, and he gives a wonderful written report, which we appreciate. Just I'll quickly run down. I is very proud of Detective Trevor Bullock, who's in the midst of solving a big case in this county. I'm taking the right, Sheriff.
This one and another.
Tractor had been stolen. They got a lead, a tip. That tip led them to finding a lot more stolen goods on the property where the tractor was. So they got a big ring. They look like they're putting the
It was in the.
kibosh to it, and the sheriff's pretty proud of Detective Bullock for his efforts.
Great job.
The truck issue we've already dealt with today, Mr. Chairman. Sheriff had a hunt board meeting and found out that cocaine and heroin on the rise again in all areas. Mainly because the border's pretty well shut down and fentanyl isn't getting through like it used to. So now they're looking for cocaine and heroin, the people that need or want these drugs. The jail is 20 inmates, 17 on site, 3 are housed out, what, to Sheboygan or Alpena?
Yeah.
And so that was done. And, undersheriff is applying for a grant for body armor vest. As most of the department ones are expired. I asked him about that, and they got about a lifespan of 5 years. And after that, things start deteriorating, they need to be upgraded or they won't even get insured. And so they have applied for this grant. And it's, this grant is a reimbursement for half the cost of the vest.
How much
And-
is the grant?
I don't
Oh,
know.
that,
They're already ordered, they were in our budget, this will help our budget when we get it.
they, every one of them's custom made.
Yep.
For each officer. Well, that's good news.
That's my report for public health and safety.
Thank you. Courthouse and grounds,
Well, see,
A whole
Yeah.
report on that, but, I met and Jerry was there with Mr. Klein and Al, and the airport is going forward. Mr. Klein was here and there's an electrical issue that they're worried about, but we can't get electrical from one area to the other, because it sounds to me more like it was piecemeal together.
where at?
And for.
at the airport,
Really?
No, for campers out,
oh,
Reported on.
Oh,
yeah,
Akiak?
and I,
40 Mile Point.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're running out of electricity from one place to the other, and there are more people coming to camp there, and there's not enough electrical there to supply them. It's overloading. And there's not enough, there's like, it doesn't go far enough to get to other areas, so they can put more campers in.
Do we have an estimate? Or-
No estimate.
They're gonna get one.
Oh, yes, there was. And I don't have it with me. It was, I think it was $9,000.
There's power run to these other sites and there's an open and there's no power getting there. Is that
Yeah,
what You're
it
saying,
sounds to me more like it was piecemeal to me, from what I understand about electrical,
so it needs to be redone is what you're saying.
right?
How many campsites are there?
No, I don't have any idea. From what I know about electrical, I know more about brain surgery.
Are they gonna bring the estimate to the board then?
Yeah, I have an estimate with me.
Yeah, they said there was a bore option, which was around $8,000.
Yeah,
But you don't have it.
No, I never got a copy of it.
We'll have to get a copy maybe by next meeting.
yes, I'll bring it with the next meeting.
Give it to me.
Is that all?
Yes.
Is that all we had on the courthouse and grounds?
Yeah,
Anything
because, well, then we just covered the HVAC, so. I think the sidewalk's getting taken care of, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
That was already voted on. and
Yeah.
approved.
yeah, he said that's getting taken care of.
Personnel?
Personnel, we just handle personnel.
No, I mean, you didn't have a personnel meeting.
Oh, no, well, it would be right now, but Joe's not here and, I think we're all
Oh,
set.
you mean after this meeting?
Nope, we're all set for this month.
All right, special appointments and District 4. Do you want to get in that District 4? District 4? Health?
Health?
Why don't you do that? if you can?
Well, if I got it with me. The big report is we're climbing out of a hole of $1.2 million. And we seem to have ran one. The accountant is working overtime. She had to go to Traverse City for personal issues, but it's gonna take a while to get out of this. I mean,
Well, funny.
she's already retrieved some of the money we lost back. There was no medical report. Cause the doctor wasn't there. And that's basically all we talked about was the finance. It's just. And the hiring, they're interviewing. They gotta narrow down to 3 people. For a director. And they're all three very, very qualified for it, and, at our next meeting, the executive meeting, we'll meet with them and interview them, and then. Because the state doesn't want the chairman on the board doing it more than 5 months. So we have to find a director. And that's about it for that. We'll know more after the executive meeting on who we get for a director. But they're gonna be vetted well. Any other special? Commissioners' comments, does any commissioners have any comments?
Chairman, I got a phone call 2 days ago from a constituent in Rogers Township who was concerned about the fact he no longer can take brush to the city drop off or landfill area there. And only people living in the Rogers city limits are able to do that. Well, he lives outside the limits. He's done it before. He's concerned about that. He spoke to the mayor. And the mayor sympathized with him, and he was suggesting that we would consider joining into partnership with the city so that people like himself who lives out of the city can bring his brush. And he asked me to bring it to the attention of the commissioners. So, Mr. Chairman, I'm doing just what I was asked to do.
That fella should go and talk to the road commission, because that's where the county was piling their brush, but they're shut theirs down. They only kept it open for so long, 4 or 5 weeks. Because they gotta get rid of the brush.
Grind it, don't they?
No, I think,
chip
I
it.
don't know what they're gonna do.
So, Mr. Chairman, I should go back to this citizen and suggest he talks to the road commission.
That's what I would do. Go talk
Okay.
to Dave. The city contacted the road commission and tried to get them to use some of the road commission's equipment for grinding up their pile, and they weren't real keen on getting involved with that, going back and forth, so.
So if he had to dump off brush, where would he go? Does he have any place to go?
The county's pits are closed. I don't know. He could talk to Dave and maybe he could open up. Maybe open up a
About
bit
the only
again. I don't know if he will, you know? And they've had
Okay.
ample time to get the brush. I know, is it from the storm damage?
I'm guessing it is. He didn't say it was, but would have been.
Any other commissioner comments? Government officials, Val? Joe?
Just 2 days, because it is, Halloween and trick or treat tonight, and communication goes everywhere so fast, even on YouTube today, even the people in this room. I would ask everybody to remind, watch for little kids tonight. Watch it all the time. The little kids are excited. They get out the candy. It's gonna be a little windy, cold tonight. They're gonna be running around. So I would just say, even if everybody in this room on their sodas or coffee, but just remind them, watch the little kids tonight on the road out there. It helps getting it out there just for people driving around in the towns. Anyway, I know it's from like 5 to 7, 7:30 tonight. Roger C's got their parade, but then they're from 5:30 on to 7 or so for trick or treat. So just, I just like said, we can all do our part to remind people. I want no little kids get hit. They're excited tonight. And then, I meet with Judge Goff here this Monday, after he gets out of court. We're still going to issue, trying to get somebody to watch the front door here. So Judge Goff and I are gonna have a meeting for courthouse security. Him and I to come up with some ideas, throw some things around, some ideas to get somebody to man the arch here at the door for the courthouse workers, during the week, so we can get that more secured. So we got somebody there for people coming in. So him and I are meeting this Monday. We kicked that can down the road way too long. We gotta get somebody hired. Get somebody in there to watch that door. Especially in today's world, what's going on and everything, you just don't know anymore. And I want to protect everybody, as citizens coming in, the workers here, and everybody that comes in the courthouse. So that, I'll get your report on that after I meet with Judge Goff here on, Monday afternoon.
Does he got any ideas on financing?
That's what we're gonna hopefully come up with you guys and us, so.
I mean,
That's always been the issue, is
That
where we
was
get
the
the money
issue.
from for that. You know, Judge Goff here talked maybe the grants, that we could maybe look into. I recommended the VA. Maybe give some, retired
Part-time.
veterans or some veterans, hire a couple part-time. They love to be in the public and it gives them something to do too, and it helps them. I'd be willing to help out with that also, to get somebody up this front door. I don't think you need one person full-time, I think we hired a couple part-timers. They, it helped because that way they're not sitting there all day, the same person all day long. Kind of break it up a little bit.
Kind of like Sheboygan County does,
Yeah,
retired police officers.
retired, yeah, and we looked into that too. Of course, they gotta keep their hours under a certain amount too because of their retirement. But, so we are meeting that. I really want to get this going. We've been dealing with this issue for a long time of getting somebody hired in there to watch that front door. So, you guys got any questions for my department?
Cameras. Maybe some cameras here too.
I think they put them in.
Is there?
I thought it's on the second floor.
Yeah, I know we got in the first, I can talk to Mike on that, because that's the court, I know we talked to Corey from Lancaster from cameras. Put them in, but yeah,
That was
it
that
helped.
security meeting on the second floor. But the judge was having problems with people in the hall that
Yeah,
standing out in the hall when she had to leave and go out in the hall.
oh yeah. Yeah, that hallway's it's a tough one up there, it's old courthouse, it's old, it's a narrow hallway. In fact, I was up there last week with a very nice lady, I even got talked with her for a while, up here in the courthouse, so she's here today, so. It's just a narrow hallway. And it's security to courthouses, we got a good court officer, obviously, we're here a lot, I know, but if we need somebody at the door.
Yeah,
So, okay, thanks.
thank you. No one else. Any correspondence?
No.
Is there a motion for payroll?
We'll move, Mr. Chairman.
Payroll.
Motion for payroll.
Okay, motion for payroll, Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
Second.
roll call vote.
Robert Crook. Yes. Clifford Talini.
Yes,
Robert Britsky.
Yes.
Robin Hughes.
Yes.
now there's adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor,